Holiday in the Park at Six Flags Fiesta Texas offers a nice change with a festive atmosphere and great quality Christmas shows, which are the main highlight and reason to visit. This season, there is the best mix yet of bigger shows, most of which have been around in previous years, and new smaller shows. With SeaWorld San Antonio not having a competitive Christmas lineup, though their summer show lineup was pretty awesome, Fiesta Texas is your place to get great Christmas shows this season. But which shows are my favorite? Find out in this countdown. When ranking these, I'm going off of how much I enjoy the show and how likely I am to seek out the show on future visits. With each show having a unique flavor, don't take these rankings too seriously, and they're nothing set in stone. I enjoyed every single show here, and easily this list could be in a very different order, just depending on your personal preferences. I just kind of feel like Countdown is the easiest way to talk about these shows and Holiday in the Park. Number 9. Dicken's Carolers. As a smaller show in the front of the Christmas tree in Crackaxle Canyon, this offers nice engagement with classic Christmas songs. The selection of songs here is slower and offers more somber music, so it is not nearly as uplifting as the other shows on this list. Still, if you're looking for a more pensive moment, this show has a definite place in the Christmas lineup at Holiday in the Park. Number 8. Crackaxle Canyon Carolers. This smaller show engages one with catchy Christmas carols that you can either listen to or sing along with. I caught the first show during the day, and the lack of shade in Crackaxle Canyon hurt as I was melting trying to find a cool spot. By evening, it did get cold at Fiesta Texas, but the sun certainly hurt some of my enjoyment for this show. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't just sit outside the bar, as that would be the best seating and is in the shade. Number 7. Tinkerbells and March of the Toy Soldiers. With a collection of dancing and classic Christmas instrumental music, I really appreciated this show as a complement to the others in the lineup. Watching both the soldiers and ballet dancers is unique and special, but with the viewing angles, can be a bit tough to get. Getting a front row seat like my wife got allows one to really be in awe with how close one can get to these dancers. Being off more to the side, as I was for much of the show, just is not as impressive of an experience. Setting up a stage in the center of the Texas Square is beautiful when you enter Fiesta Texas for Holiday in the Park, and works nicely for a smaller show. But I'm just kind of sad that this show is not in a larger theater to allow guests to truly appreciate the artistry of this performance. Number 6. Have yourself a Looney Tune Christmas. Why Six Flags does not have more Looney Tune shows is kind of beyond me, and seeing the various characters interact while singing zany Christmas songs is something truly funny and special. Having seen the show a couple of times by now, though there are just other shows here that are going to scream Christmas to me. But this is a show kids and adults should be able to appreciate. And if you must ride my nemesis Boomerang, getting a quick ride on that and then resting up during this show was one of the best memories that I have of that coaster. Number 5. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol Musical. This show is long, clocking in just under the 40-minute mark, and takes a nice spin on a classic Christmas story. As The Muppets Christmas Carol is my favorite Christmas movie, I was hoping that there would be a bit more humor in talking between the various songs, as well as just catchy original tunes. This version focuses more on theatrical songs and performances, in a similar vein to the Majesty of Christmas, and it is impressive to see such quality theater, even if I would personally prefer something a bit more accessible to families and younger children. The Ghost of Christmas Present and Tiny Tim both do an absolutely excellent job with their roles and help dissipate any concerns that I have about the show running for a bit too long. Despite my ranking here, this was my wife's favorite show, and does a lot of things really well. Wonder Woman also had a really short line when I got out of the 3:30 show, though I'm not sure if that is like a regular thing that one could count on. Number 4. The Christmas Presents. As a smaller show set in Sangerfest Hall, I was not expecting a lot, but I was blown away as the two lead singers really impressed me. I did like the first few songs that they did the best, so I'd recommend getting to this show to see the whole thing if you can. The hall itself was not the warmest on a cold, windy evening, but did get us out of that wind. The drink refill station was only half working on the visit, as some of the drinks and ice were kinda gone by the time we got there. And there is no hot chocolate refill station in here, at least that I could find. The line for food is fairly quick with a nice setup of ordering and picking up your food separately, and you can certainly listen to the show while you're standing in line, though the food options weren't the most appealing. We did get chicken tenders and chips as a snack. Despite the great vocals and recent renovations, the sound quality inside the hall itself is not the best, which is unfortunate really. Most guests will not be in here for the show, they'll just be in here to eat, so you should be able to snag a table right next to the stage if you're interested in seeing the show. Number 3. The Majesty of Christmas. With the fun Christmas songs of the other shows, this takes a different turn in presenting a strong theatrical performance of the Nativity story while utilizing the main theater at Fiesta Texas. With angels flying in the sky, really an awesome theater tech moment, and kings riding in on animals, this show pulls out all the stops while being a true staple of Fiesta Texas, as the show has been around for what seems like forever at this point. And it just isn't Holiday in the Park without seeing this show at least once. There is also a hot chocolate refill station in the lobby of the theater, which can come in clutch, and there should be no lines for refills if you show up 15 minutes before the show, with only a moderate line right before showtime. I do enjoy the Christmas songs of the other shows at Fiesta Texas a lot, but there is just some respect I must give for this show. Number 2. Sing Christmas. Arriving in 2022 to replace the sleigh bells, Sing Christmas follows a few elves who need to figure out how to get in the Christmas spirit, and even features Bugs Bunny. The combination of comedy and Christmas songs is great, but this show ranks highly for me due to its combination with the Christmas tree lighting, as I have exclusively experienced it at the 5:45 show. The setting in Rockville is great, as you get a true feeling of being at a Christmas tree in a small town square. I would arrive early for a seat, preferably about 30 minutes beforehand for the Christmas tree lighting show, as there are few actual seats, and there seems to be even less this year, though you can experience it at different times and likely not have to fight for a seat if you just want to see Sing Christmas. My wife held an awesome front row seat for us on my most recent trip, though I really only used the extra 30 minutes to buy hot chocolate, then wait in a long line for a refill, since most of the coasters had a long line at that point as well. I did actually like the Sleigh Bell show better, as they had a theme around a singing group doing a Christmas special, and it contrasted way better with bringing out all the stops for the Christmas tree lighting. But Sing Christmas does what it needs to be a great family show to set the stage for a great day at Holiday in the Park. Number 1. Christmas tree lighting. This show pulls out all the stops, with Looney Tune characters, Santa on the rooftop, and the iconic countdown to the lighting of the tree itself. There is something special about sitting down while the sun is still out, to getting up in the darkness while snow flutters around the street in Rockville and the Christmas lights shine in the distance. The current version of this show is a bit shorter than it was, at only around 10 minutes, as some of its flavor has blended with Sing Christmas. Though I'd like a few more songs in this show itself, it doesn't need to be massively long to still be the best moment at Holiday in the Park. Which shows are your favorite at Holiday in the Park at Six Flags Fiesta Texas? Do you feel this lineup is the best it has ever been? Let me know. And as always, Kapkun Krap.